Hello, what's up guys? So finance students specifically, you need to hear this, especially what RBI has recently introduced and how exactly it is going to affect the finance part. So we have heard of IFRS 9 ECL and what are the provisions under each of them and all, and now RBI has introduced it. So let me try to make it more simplified. So let me give an example how our parents save up for our education, future education, sending us abroad, and they save up a lot, and it's kind of like they are making a provision of what expenses are potentially going to come up based on the uncertainties. They are not like damn sure that this is the expenditure that's going to be made. It's just an estimate that they are going to make. So that is like a provision in the accounts that they are creating, and of course that comes in the liability side. We already know that. So same like the parents who are saving up more and more and more just because they feel that an uncertain environment is going to come up, or the studies, everything, inflation is going to make studies very expensive. Same way, even RBI is trying to create a higher provision using ECL to save up in uncertain conditions. They are saving up or keeping some reserves aside such that they are able to cater to any condition, any geopolitical crisis, any crisis situation related to inflation, economically, or whatever. So using ECL as a tool, they are going to do that. So something about ECL that you're supposed to be aware of is that there are like few categories that we need to consider. First category, if it is 0 to 30 days, it's obviously like considered as a low risk of credit impairment. Like it's unlikely that the loan will not be repaid, so you'll have a very less provision, or the provision is just going to be equal to some percentage of the 12 months expected losses and so on. Now the second category, where it is 30 to 60 days, if we apply it here, of course it's going to increase because now the chances of the loan not being repaid has increased. So what we do is, again, maybe it's not credit impaired yet, so we'll just consider the lifetime expected losses and multiply a percentage which the RBI fixes. And finally, for the last category, again, you will consider expected credit losses over the lifetime of the asset, of the loan, but at the same time also the probability will increase, which means a percentage of the losses will increase. So the provision amount equally increases. So the formula to calculate the provision is simple. We just have to follow three variables. First is the probability of default, that is how probable it is that default is happening. So again, this RBI will give the guidelines for the category of 60 to 90 days, 30 to 60 days respectively. That doesn't matter. That the banks will have to follow according to whatever they feel is right, and according to the loan category. Secondly, then comes a LGD, that is the loss given default. That is basically how much percentage of loss you're expecting. So right now RBI is proposing 65%. Third is the exposure at default. That is basically what is your loan amount, actual loan amount, nothing much.